Greetings dreamers, welcome to Careerflite IS Academy. I hope more videos bilak তোমালোকে enjoy কৰিছা. পাঁচ যিমান weekly videos আছে তোমালোকে চাইছা. Current affairs follow কৰি আছা, newspaper read কৰি আছা. যি important topics আছে এইবিলাক follow কৰি আছা because questions will be framed from that. হয় না এতিয়া exam চলি আছে ADRE যোৱাকালি exam হৈ গ'ল তোমালোকে গম পাইছা কি current affairs ৰ পৰা কিমান question আছে. প্লাস আহিবলগীয়া আৰু exam আছে হয় না ADRE, SSC হওক APSC হওক এইবিলাক সবৰ কাৰণে ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট অকল এটা এক্সাম আৰু দুটা এক্সামৰ কাৰণে ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট নহয় মোৰ সেশনটো দিস ইজ ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট ফৰ এভৰি এক্সাম এণ্ড মাই নেম ইজ দীপ জে গগৈ মই তোমালোকৰ GS এডুকেটৰ আই হোপ তোমালোকে লাইক কৰিছা মোৰ ভিডিঅ'বিলাক চ' শ্বেয়াৰ লাইক এণ্ড ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰি দিবা আমাৰ চেনেললৈ কমেণ্টছ কৰিবা লাইক কৰিবা যিমান বেছি পাৰা মোৰ ভিডিঅ'বিলাক শ্বেয়াৰ কৰি দিবা চ' দেট আই উইল ন' দ্য পিপল আৰ ৱাচিং চ' চাওঁ আহা ব'লা আজি ছেপ্টেম্বৰ ছেকেণ্ড উইকত কি আছে আমাৰ ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট নিউজ তো বহুত বস্তু আমি কভাৰ কৰিছো আমি হিন্দী দিৱস কভাৰ কৰিছো দেন ইউনিভাৰ্সেল বেসিক ইনকাম কভাৰ কৰিছো 10 years of আয়ুষ্মান ভাৰত হৈছে এটো আমি কভাৰ কৰিছো was it a success was it not and then এটা নতুন ফেম স্কিম টু কি ইলেক্ট্ৰিক ভেহিকল ফাস্টাৰ এডপশন অফ ইলেক্ট্ৰিক ভেহিকলস টু বন্ধ কৰি কিবা ই-ড্ৰাইভ স্কিম আছে হেতু আমি কি হয় কভাৰ কৰিছো then there is a alarming rise of ovarian cancer September is a cancer awareness month for ovarian cancer হেতু আমি কৰিছো তাৰপিছত there is a European Space Agency JAXA collaboration of BP Colombo হয় না তাৰপিছত অসমৰ দুটা ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট নিউজ okay so without further ado let us move forward so is it time for India to introduce a universal basic income so universal basic income মানে কি এটা পইচা হয় হয় না যোনটো মানুহে সদায় পাই থাকিব এতিয়া সাবসিডি থাকিব না থাকিব that is questionable okay so আমাৰ perspective পৰা how is it important so let us see social welfare scheme that provides a fixed unconditional social welfare scheme that provides a fixed unconditional cash transfer to all eligible individuals or household irrespective of the income or employment status মানে irrespective of employment status by income হয় না eligible যদি তুমি হয় universal basic income কাৰণে then you are going to get that benefit okay global precedent কি আমি ইমান in depth জানিবলগীয়া নাই কি কাৰণে আমাৰ ইন্ডিয়া এতিয়ালৈকে implement কৰা নাই but outside country international countries they have implemented it আমাৰ ইন্ডিয়াত কথা চলি আছে হয় না that Congress manifesto যদিও চাওঁ Mr. Rahul Gandhi has said about universal basic income but question is subsidies আৰু কিছুমান welfare schemes থাকিব না নাথাকিব that is questionable okay global precedent কিছুমান চাই লওঁ okay because question have been asked আগতেও তাহাঁতি বহুত question উঠিছে কিবা এটা যে ৰিলেশ্যন আমাৰ ইণ্ডিয়াত হ'বলগীয়া থাকে কিন্তু সেইটো যদি বাহিৰত হৈছে তাৰ ওপৰত বেছ কৰি question উঠে আৰু সদায় ইন ডেপথ আমি জানিব ইন ডেপথ জানিলে কি question answers যদি মেইনছো লিখিব পাৰিবা 15 মাৰ্কছৰ 10 মাৰ্কছৰ লিখিব পাৰিবা প্ৰিলিমছো পাৰিবা যিকোনো এক্সাম পাৰিবা হয় না irrespective of anything departmental exam state government exam central government exam হয় না okay global precedent Finland concluded an experiment on UBIs মানে universal basic income effects on unemployed citizens which commenced on January 2017 so Finland in January 2017 তাতে commence হৈছিল UBI এটা experimental basis Canada earlier Canada had introduced a plan to test a kind of unconditional income guarantee মানে কি universal basic income and enroll participants in 3 areas of the province for a guaranteed income for up to 3 years. Canada, 3 years. Because it got a more Netherlands. Some countries in the Netherlands have launched, some countries, not some cities, country connect. Some cities in the Netherlands have launched municipal level trials for the UBI. Then India state income support. Income support kiba এটা statistics লৈ আনিছো 1938 কি হৈছে minimum income standard discuss 1938 first time কাৰণে discussion কৰিছিল then 1964 কি plan to start such a program was on the horizon 1938 discuss কৰিছিলো 1964 কি হয় আমি plan কৰিছিলো যে we should come up with this again in after 50 years what happened 2011-12 two pilot projects concluded in 8 villages in Madhya Pradesh pilot project code concluded in Madhya Pradesh 1617 economic survey suggests scheme for bottom 75% of population while rolling back some subsidies 75 bottom 75% of কাৰণে UBI universal basic income কথা কৈছে but at the same time কিছুমান subsidies cut হ'ব then 2022 Sikkim Democratic Front plans to roll out UBI whole নহল that's a different context across the world US Stockton California Finland Kenya Brazil Canada France Ukraine Germany Scotland Barcelona British Columbia Switzerland these are important Ohiloba PDF of each and everything I bring in detail so please go through it ঠিক আছে আৰু কিবা যদি ডাউট থাকে please ask me in the comments I'm glad to reply you back I'm here to help you guys because knowledge shared is knowledge earned next Ayushman Bharat enrollment for senior citizens কি কৈছে Ayushman Bharat হয় না Senior citizens above 70 years of karne ki irrespective of any other schemes, all are eligible. The Union Cabinet, chaired by Prime Minister, recently approved health coverage to all the senior citizens ages 70 and above, irrespective of income under the flagship scheme Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. It is a flagship scheme. 5 lakh per family ki hoy cashless facility ase. Hoy na? Aru across India hoy. Aru 70 and above. Don't go in 60 and above. Option will be there 60 and above, but not 70 and above. Centrally sponsored scheme Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana ki hoy. It is centrally sponsored scheme, having a central sector component under the Ayushman Bharat mission anchored in the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Gom Bakuntu Ministry in charge. It is an umbrella of the two major health initiatives. The health initiative fully assigned to umbrella to Dangor, namely Health and Wellness Centers and National Health Protection Scheme. These are the two schemes you need to remember. Okay, Maliki is a cover of 5 lakh per family. Aruki status given flexibility, benefits will be portable benefits. 85% Gom Baba to be launched. The birth already is done. Okay, Agora already is done. Yeah, coverage expansion for senior citizens. Senior citizen of Kotha but key benefit papa. Rupees 5 lakh free health insurance on a family basis for all senior citizens aged 70 and above. 5 lakh. Senior citizens belonging to families already covered, June bilak covered will get an additional top up of 5 lakh. Mane 5 lakh cover by default. It additional top up of 5 lakh exclusive for them, not shared with younger family members. Top up to cannot be shared with younger family members. You must remember this. Approximately benefit new distinct card issued under ABPMJY for eligible. It is not one distinct card issue koribo. So the senior citizen kind of beleg. Top up to senior citizen cannot be shared with younger citizens. Senior citizens who are part of other public health schemes, GG schemes, can either their recurrent scheme switch to public health যদি কাবাৰ এসি কোড থাকিব পাৰে হয় না সেন্ট্রাল গভর্নমেন্ট থাকিব স্টেট গভর্নমেন্ট থাকিব পাৰে তেওঁলোকে কি কৰিব ইদাৰ তাতে থাকিব বিচাৰি তাতে থাকিব পাৰে নহলে বা কি হয় সুইচ কৰিব পাৰে like that pension scheme. Okay, I discussed about it. Private health insurance holders and those under employee state insurance are also eligible for this private but everyone is eligible for this government. Because additional 5 lakhs for senior citizens who are aged above 70 and above. Remember this. Yeah, Ayushman Bharat PMJY key hoid. World largest health insurance scheme fully financed by the government. World largest fully financed. Cashless. Launched in February 2018, it offers a sum insured of 5 lakh per family for secondary care and tertiary care. 5 lakh per family for secondary and tertiary. Remember, secondary and tertiary. Health benefit packages covers kiki cover for surgery, medical and daycare treatments, cost of medicine, diagnostics, everything. In detail. When you go to APSC by UPSC in detail, which of the following statement is true or not correct? Both important. Pre-existing conditions will be covered from day one. Pre-existing conditions day one of a cover. Remember, our beneficiaries can take a cashless across the country. Portable cashless. Beneficiaries kun ho. It is an entitlement-based scheme that targets the beneficiary identified by socio-economic caste census. SSC, socio-economic caste census data about beneficiary. We target the beneficiary through this eligibility. The National Health Authority (NHA) has provided flexibility to states UTs to use non-socio-economic caste census. That's what non-socio-economic caste census use states by UTs beneficiary family databases with similar socio-economic profile for tagging against the leftover unauthenticated SSC families. Unauthenticated, SSC caste census last was in 2011. State of Union Territory কি কৈছে অলপ লিভ দিছে কি গো ফৰৱাৰ্ড তোমালোকে এনেকে পাৰ বিচাৰিছে মানে কি আলটিমেটলি আমাৰ গ্ৰাউন্ড ৰিয়েলিটি ফুলফিল হ'ব funding it is what 60-40 for all states and UTs with their own legislature নিজৰ যদি legislature আছে হয় না দিল্লী যেনেকে নিজৰ legislature আছে হয় না UT হয় এটা কি 60-40 হয় না 90-10 in north east আমাৰ north eastত কি 90-10 and Jammu and Kashmir Himachal Uttarakhand 90-10 আৰু without legislature হলে যেনেকে Daman and Diu 100% ঠিক আছে তোমার funding centrally sponsored scheme nodal agency কোন হয় mean the National Health Authority has been constituted as an autonomous entity under Society Registration Act 1860 for effective implementation of PMJY in alliance with state governments. National Health Authority is the umbrella scheme. The State Health Agency is the apex body of the state government responsible for the implementation of PMJY in the state. State Health Agency. Remember this. Okay, next. National Testing House to now certify drones. Drones will be unmanned aerial vehicle. It will good news or say unmanned aerial vehicle, but who will certify? Someone has to come up and certify, no? As part of the certification scheme for unmanned aircraft systems, US National Test House, Northern Region, Ghaziabad, has been provisionally approved by the Quality Council of India. Who has approved? Quality Council of India. as a certification body for type certification of drone. So Quality Council of India কি কৰে National Testing House of কি কৰে certification body হিচাপে certify কৰি দিলে যে তোমালোকে কি certification দিবা. This significant milestone aligns with the government of India push towards fostering a robust and globally competitive drone ecosystem under Drone Rules 2021. চাই ল'বা Drone Rules 2021 কি হয়, categorization কি হয় drone, কোনটো allow, কোনটো not allowed, কিমানলৈকে যাব পাৰে, ক'ত তোমাৰ confiscate হ'ব পাৰে, এইবিলাক চাই ল'বা, ঠিক আছে? Each and everything you have to go through if you want to succeed in your examination in your life. Everything, little knowledge is a dangerous thing. Okay, the objective. The NTH, National Testing House, is tasked with evaluating drone models to ensure compliance with applicable national and international standard. মানে কি মই certify কৰিম but এটা standard থাকিব সেইটো applicable হ'ব লাগিব তাক appeal কৰিব লাগিব তেতিয়াহে possible সেই standard to maintain নকলে not possible. The National Testing House is the only government agency authorized by the DGCA, Director General of Civil Aviation, to certify drone model. মানে কি National Testing House of India অকল কি certify কৰা right দিয়া হৈছে by the DGCA, Director General of Civil Aviation, to certify drone models which were the prerogative of multinational companies earlier. আগতে multinational MNCs বিলাকে কৰিছিলে এটা নকৰে. The first stage of certification process of Krishiraz drone. এটি NTH প্ৰথম তাক first certify কৰিলে Krishiraz drone. You need to remember Krishiraz drone is already completed with the second stage audit to be held shortly. মানে Krishiraz drone first stage of কৰিলে. So you need to remember this is important. Next, National Testing House, multidisciplinary industrial central government's testing laboratory which provides testing, calibration and quality evaluation functions to industry, commerce, trade, etc. as per international and national standard. Established in 1912. In the light of the industrial revolution, the journey started from the center located in south of Kolkata, Alipur. প্ৰথমতে ক'ত আছিলে Kolkata, Alipur আছিলে government test house. প্ৰথমতে নাম কি আছিলে government test house, then it became national test house. From initially 1912 ক'ৰ পৰা start কৰিলে Kolkata, Alipur. Branches established code Kolkata, Mumbai, Chennai, Ghaziabad, Jaipur, Guwahati, and Varanasi. Even Guwahati has. NTH operates under Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. This is important. Both the DST মাৰি Department of Science and Technology. নহয়. Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. You need to remember this. It tests and evaluates materials, products, equipments, module system, and subsystem in practically all branches of science and technology. On-site testing and calibration of the premise of the customer. ঘৰত গৈ on-site testing কৰিব, calibrate কৰিব certificationৰ কাৰণে National Testing House. I hope I'm clear. এতিয়া Quality Council of India, national body for accreditation set up through the PPP model, private public partnership model as an independent autonomous organization, collaboration. The Government of India and the Indian industry represented by collaboration কাৰ মতে Government of India, GO and industry bodies কি SOKM আছে, CII আছে আৰু Federation of Indian FICCI আছে, ঠিক আছে? FICCI was established in 1927. Question has been asked. Headquarters New Delhi. Establishment. It came into being through a cabinet decision in 1996 on the recommendation of the expert mission of the EU. 1996 on the recommendation of the expert mission of the EU, European Union, after consultation in the interministerial task. Registered. QCI is a non-profit organization. Whatever organization, non-profit organization, registered under the Society Regulation Act 21 of 1860. Nodal agency কোন হয়? The Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, DIPP, Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, Ministry of Commerce and India. Okay. India. PM ADRE scheme. Sorry guys. PM ADRE scheme launched rupees 10,900 crore outlay, another shot in the arm for electrical mobility. So FAME gusai, FAME asle na eta ADRE scheme anle, thik ase? The PM ADRE scheme replaces the faster adoption and manufacturing of hybrid and electrical vehicles in India. FAME scheme agote asle bondho korile. Ketilage asile? Operation ketilage asile? April 1, 2015 till March 31, 2024 in two phases. In the first phase, the total outlay was 895 crore. Duta phase of FAME scheme asle. মানে কি faster adoption and manufacturing of hybrid and electrical vehicles. It was in two phases, was in operation from April 1, 2015 till March 31, 2024 financial year. First phase ki outlay ki 895 crore, while the government allocated a sum of 11,500 crore in the second phase to promote electrical mobility in the country. Purpose of এতিয়া এইটো কাৰণে ADRE কাৰণে কিমান? Purpose of 10,900 crore দুটা year কাৰণে. Okay. The new scheme will support electric two-wheelers, three-wheelers and other emerging EVs through subsidies and demand incentive waterways 2679 crore. The government will support 2479 to provide numbers. Ministry of Heavy Industries will introduce e-vouchers for the EV buyers to avail demand incentive under the scheme. মানে কি e-vouchers কোনে Department Ministry of Heavy Industry কে introduce কৰিছে. Another scheme, at the time of purchase of the EV, the scheme portal will generate an Aadhaar authenticated e-voucher for the buyer. Aadhaar authenticated e-voucher. The signed e-voucher will be essential for the original equipment manufacturer to claim reimbursement of demand and incentive under the scheme. Reimbursement of demand incentive under the scheme for signed e-voucher Aadhaar authenticated amak lagibo. In the PM ADRE scheme, 780 crore has been allocated to upgrade the vehicle testing center. 10,900 of it 780 ki vehicle testing center block upgrade কৰিব কৈছে কি emission norms হোৱা board suggestion কৰিছে কি 10 years 15 years হ'ব নালাগে যদি তোমাৰ vehicles fit হয় then you can go on. The testing agencies under MHI, Ministry of Heavy Industries, will be modernizing to deal with the new and emerging technologies to promote green mobility. Additionally, sum of 50 crore has been earmarked for administrative and other. Okay? Key components, electrical mobility key components key electric vehicles, battery electric vehicles, fully electric cars powered by rechargeable batteries. We already know this. E-mobility plug-in hybrid electrical vehicles combines the battery with a traditional combustion engine. Okay. Next, hybrid electrical vehicles (HEVs) powered by both an internal combustion engine (ICE) and an electric motor without plug-in charging. Because yet a plug-in charging 9. Then battery technology ki lithium-ion, high density solid state batteries, future tech SST, solid state SST, SSB ki hoy futuristic hoy expensive hoy, promises better performance, safer storage. Battery recycling and disposal, important to address environmental concerns. This is an issue because here producers extended responsibility junto no producers responsibility extended responsibility moi tomak jodi disu battery eta korisu the more, for example, I am Amaron, I am selling you a battery. Okay, now it is my responsibility to discard that so that the pollution, the earth won't get polluted. Okay? Charging infrastructure ki home charging hobo pare, public charging hobo pare, wireless charging, both will get. Home charging is AC charging, public charging is DC charging, wireless wireless you can charge. Okay? Some technologies are there. I have a question to go through. Major initiative undertaken to push for electric mobility. Pohilu, it a major schemes to pohibo লাগিব no. That's what. News to কেনেকুৱা আছিলে আহিলে ই ড্ৰাইভাৰ বিষয় আমি জানো যে ফেমক ৰিপ্লেস কৰিলে but we should know about fame and then আৰু কি কি ইনিচিয়েটিভ আছে so which the government is pushing for the development people to take more and more EVs হয় না GST cut down কৰিলে road tax cut down কৰিলে production linked incentive PLI scheme. The PLI scheme for the automobile sector with 25,938 crore incentivizes up to 18% of sales to boost domestic manufacturing of electrical vehicles and components. You need to remember 18% of sales. The advanced chemistry cell PLI scheme with 18,100 crore promotes giga scale battery manufacturing. Key promote for giga scale battery manufacturing, supporting the widespread adoption of EVs to advanced battery technology. Tax reduction. GST on electric vehicles has been reduced from 12 to 5. It is what GST ki 12 to 5% koidle. GST on chargers, charging stations for electric have been reduced from 18 to 5. Same both. Dubar cut down road. More issued, Ministry of Road and Transport and Highways issued a notification advising states to waive road taxes on EVs, which in turn will help reduce the initial cost of road tax to বহুত হৈ যায় road tax যদি কি হয় তোমাৰ রিমুভ কৰি দিয়ে waive off কৰি দিয়ে levy নকৰে দেন বহুত মানুহে EVs ল'ব এটা green license plate. Ministry of Road Transport and Highways announced that battery operated vehicles will be given green license plates and be exempted from permit requirement. Green license plate থাকিলে কি হ'ব permit requirement নালাগে তোমাক passenger বা goods carry কৰিব কাৰণে ঠিক আছে বহুত ভাল initiative. We must applaud the initiative. We must criticize, but criticize to know we have to play our part. When you will be in there, then you will your decision cannot satisfy your life to implement kori silo. Okay, it is one. Cancer awareness month, September month. Ovarian cancer causes increasing among younger women in India. No causes and preventive measures. Ovarian cancer on the rise. Breast is most common, then ovarian. Ovarian cancer, a silent and deadly disease, emerged the third most common gynecological cancer globally in 2020. 2020 ki hoy stats somewhere third most common gynecological cancer hoy. Ovarian cancer awareness month is celebrated in the month of September so as to build awareness about this elusive disease of female reproductive organ. Bohudor ki hoy ovarian hole ovary jodi ami uliai diu then ovaries hole ki hoy ovarian hoy sorry uterus ovary uterus jodi ami uliai diu then it is very dangerous. You cannot reproduce, okay, you cannot give birth, and which is very bad for everyone. Okay, ovarian cancer. Let us see some facts. Most malignant of the female cancers and every person assigned female at birth is at risk. It occurs when abnormal cells in the ovaries and peritoneum or fallopian tubes. Remember, when abnormal cells, both ovaries and peritoneum or fallopian tubes grow and multiply out of control. You must know what is peritoneum and fallopian tube. In a female reproductive system, it contains two ovaries, one on each side of the uterus. The ovaries almond size produce eggs. Ovaries are key. eggs produce কৰে ova as well as the hormone estrogen and progesterone. Hormones কি কৰিব eggs will produce as well as hormones estrogen and progesterone. Ovarian cancer is ranked among the top 3 cancers. Then 2022 India বহুত বেয়া অৱস্থা reported ইমান deaths আৰু ইমান and this is that new ovarian cancer ইমান diagnosed হৈছে this is that আৰু কি থাকে আৰু কি symptoms কিছুমান persistent bloating feel হৈ থকা কি বহুত bloat হৈ আছে খাবলৈ মন নোযোৱা constipation then pelvic abdominal pain পেট বিষাই থকা হয় না চাবা অকমান ওচৰৰ পৰা চাবা you have to take care of the woman you have to take care of the females so remember মা ভন্টি wife হয় নাই সবকে বাইদেউ সবকে চাবা কিবা যদি হৈ যায় কাৰণ আজিকালি diagnosis is the main thing you diagnose as soon as possible and then there could be a cure নাথাকিলেও you at least you can keep it under control হয় নাই pelvic abdominal pain হ'ব পাৰে urinary symptoms UTI is very common in females so I urge everyone to drink water. Who is watching, please drink more and more water. Stay hydrated. Okay. Types. Ovarian cancer is an umbrella term comprising more than 30 different types of cancer, which are named after the type of cell they come from. Epithelial ovarian cancer. Go through this. What are the cancers? Epithelial ovarian cancer. It begins in the tissue covering the ovary in the lining of the fallopian tube, which deliver eggs from the ovaries to the uterus. Eggs deliver correct from the ovary to the uterus, fallopian tube, and the peritoneum. I was talking about peritoneum. Key hai. Which lines the abdominal wall and covers the abdominal organ. Abdominal organs of key peritoneum ki kore cover koi thake. Germ cell ovarian cancer. It comes from the reproductive cells of the ovaries and is quite rare. It is germ cell ovarian cancer rare. Which of the following is a rare ovarian cancer? The germ cell ovarian cancer. Ovarian cancer stromal cells ovarian cancer. It comes from connective tissue cell. Small cell carcinoma SSC of the ovary. This is an extremely rare ovarian. Okay. In a detection and diagnosis, there is no detection and diagnosis হৈ যায় detection হৈ যায় but কি হয় সবচে effective কি হয় efficacy কিমান that we don't know there are no effective screening tests for ovarian cancer and the CA125 blood test it is the CA125 blood test associated কাৰ লগত detect ovarian cancer diagnosis of ovarian cancer is useful however useful to monitor ovarian cancer only after diagnosis but it's less effective at screening asymptomatic women and it can lead to false asymptomatic যদি হয় মানে symptom যদি তুমি নেদেখা কোভিডৰ টাইমত এটা symptomatic asymptomatic হয় না বহুত আছে asymptomatic ৰুমৰ ভিতৰত সোমাই থাকো গাটো কোন বেয়া লাগিছে কমে না we have covid but after testing we know we have covid okay next এটা government initiative related to cancer care কি কি initiative বাৰে বাৰে কৈছো কিবা এটা নিউজ initiative definitely দিম the Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri it offers health insurance up to it to already পঢ়ি আহিলো the national program for prevention and control of cancer diabetes cardiovascular disease and stroke it aims to prevent and control chronic non-communicable disease including cancer. Cancer include ase na. Rashtriya Arogya Nidhi it provides financial assistance to patients living below the poverty line suffering from life-threatening disease cancer at government hospitals. Rashtriya Arogya Nidhi this is important. The Health Minister's Cancer Patient Fund with Rashtriya Arogya Nidhi provides financial assistance for cancer treatment through the procurement of genuine treatment. Our first cancer care initiative introduced in 2022 and utilizes advanced technology to transform cancer prevention and treatment, focusing on quality, time, and precision and fairness. So, this is you need to know. Then again, the tertiary care initiative. Go through this. Pohilova. Video post kora pohilova. এবাৰ দুবাৰ পঢ়িবা অকমান back of the mind থাকিব যেতিয়া অপচন বিলাক পাবা ইজিলি তোমালোকৰ কি হ'ব আৰামছে আহি যাব অপচন স্পিক হৈ যাব okay in a first critically endangered elongated tortoise spotted in Adabari a critically endangered species the elongated tortoise Indus testudo elongata নহলে বা কি কও cell forest tortoise বুলি কোৱা হয় was spotted in Haryana Damdama area near research service Aravalli mountain the tortoise is a medium size with yellowish brown or olive shell pictured silver more upward olive shell and distinct black blotches at the center of its foot the tortoise has its own nostril a pink ring which appears in the breeding season pink ring breeding season out of head now the tortoise found in the cell deciduous and hilly evergreen forest is distributed across key distributed Southeast Asia, Bangladesh, eastward to Myanmar, south of Peninsula. Conservation status ki hoy? Conservation status ki IUCN status critically endangered. Sites are code appendix 2 Wildlife Protection Act 1972 Schedule 4. I have already taught you about IUCN Sites Wildlife Protection Act. Go through my previous videos that বহুত in detail ma পঢ়াই দিছে কাৰণে বাৰে বাৰে ma পঢ়াই নাথাকো ঠিক আছে প্লিজ মোৰ ভিডিওস বিলাক সদায় কি হয় কন্টিনিউশন হয় আগৰটো যদি ধৰা পঢ়ি নাই আহা বা চোৱা নাই তেনেহলে কি অকমান প্ৰবলেম হ'ব পাৰে so for better understanding you have to go through হয় না এইবিলাক layman term কিছুমান পৰা start কৰো এটা কি অকমান জানা হলা বুলি অকমান modern terms মই use কৰো but please go through then Aravalli range we have to know Aravalli range etu already quite so but tothabhi revision di diu Aravalli range is one of the oldest fold Mountain, oldest fold residual mountains formed from the convergence of tectonic plates during the Proterozoic era, 2500 to 541 million years ago. Extends to Alaput, Raisina Hills in New Delhi to Hed Brahma and Palanpur in Gujarat. 80% 550 state of Rajasthan, 80% ক'ত আছে ৰাজস্থানত আছে। তাৰপিছত ranges কি সাম্ভাৰ সিৰোহী range and সাম্ভাৰ খেত্ৰী range in Rajasthan. Highest peak কি হয় গুৰু শিখৰ Mount Abu 1722 meter. Flowing rivers Banas, Luni, Sahibi. Major minerals copper, zinc, marble, lead, silver. Tribal communities Bhil, Mina, Mina Garasia, Bhil, news, go through the news of Bhil. They wanted independent state in Rajasthan. They belong to Rajasthan. So Bhil community ki visa se go through because from art and culture question may be asked. We don't know. Okay, now right to protest. কি হল ডক্টৰছ বিলাকে ৱেষ্ট বেংগলত কি কৰি আছে RG Kar Memorial হস্পিটেলৰ এগেইনষ্টত কি হৈছে ফৰ কি কৈ আছে তাহাঁতি বহুত প্ৰটেষ্ট কৰি আছে হয় না এতিয়া সুপ্ৰিম কোৰ্টে কি কৈছে আৰু চিফ জাষ্টিছ DY Chandrachud who is the 50th chief justice of India he has asked the doctors to go back to the work so that it is hampering right it is hampering many individuals যদি তুমি কাম নকৰা প্ৰটেষ্ট কৰা হেম্পাৰ ইয়া হা জাস্টিফাইড বাট তাৰ লগত আমি প্ৰটেষ্ট কৰিলে নহব মাইণ্ডছেট ওলাব লাগিব ন মোৰ মাইণ্ডছেট ভাল হ'ব লাগিব তেতিয়া মই যদি ভাল মই দুনিয়াখনক ভালকে দেখিম হয় না নাই গ্ৰীড লাষ্ট এইবিলাক নেদেখো বেলেগ যদি বেয়া সদায় ভাল দৃষ্টিৰে চাবা বাৰে বাৰে কোনো ভাল দৃষ্টিৰে অকল দুনিয়াত এইবিলাক কাম নাই নেকি অকল সেইবিলাক কামেই আছে নেকি কিমান কাম আছে there are many other great things enjoy give time to yourself এইবিলাক বাদ দিয়া খতম হয় না বাট নিজৰ মাইণ্ডছেট নিজৰ মেণ্টেলিটি নিজৰ কনসেপ্ট নিজৰ ষ্টেটাছ চেঞ্জ কৰিব লাগিব দুনিয়াখন ভালকে চালে ভাল দেখিব বা দুনিয়াত যদি বেয়া বিচাৰি থাকা না বেয়া দেখিবা ভাল বিচাৰা ভাল দেখিবা এইটো কৈ আছো সাজেশন ফ্ৰম yourself okay? Right to protest is not an explicit right under the fundamental right because right to privacy there were right to privacy was in news then questions were being asked okay right to protest yeah but question will be asked okay right to protest is not an explicit right under the fundamental rights it can be derived from the right to freedom of speech and expression article 19 under কি হয় right to freedom of speech and expression আছে এটা article 19(1)(a) কি কয় freedom of speech and expression কয় 19(1)(b) কি কয় right to assemble peacefully without harm এইবিলাক সব ৰিলেটেড 19(1)(c) কয় freedom to form associations or unions article 21 কি কয় right to protest was an integral part of speech and an essential aspect of the right to live guaranteed under article 21 the right to life of article 21 reasonable restriction কি হয় mentioned under article 19(2) and 19(3) of the following grounds the reasonable restriction কেতিয়া হ'ব পাৰে 19(2) and 19(3) এইটো যে তুমি assemble কৰিলা বা association form কৰিলা CAA citizenship amendment act ৰ টাইমতো বহুতে কি হৈছে some unsocial element what happened they destroyed public property হয় নাই হেতু যদি হ'ব গভৰ্ণমেণ্টে এনে চাই নাথাকে they will take actions against you এটা চোৱা এতিয়া তোমালোকৰ right suspend হ'ব পাৰে বা government will take steps in the security of sovereignty and integrity of India যদি কিবা danger আহে আমাৰ ইণ্ডিয়ালে they will take steps security of the state is a priority then friendly relation with foreign state can peaceful থাকিব দিছে violation public order violate কৰিছা defense of morality relation to contempt of court কৰিছা defend কৰিবৰ কাৰণে নিজক হয় নাই এইবিলাক তাহাঁতি কি হয় ষ্টেটে কৰিব they will take actions তেতিয়া right to protest বোলা কোনো explicit right নাই কিন্তু you need to remember that. Okay এটা legal right the right to strike in India is a significant aspect of labor right but is not absolute one এটা কি legal right কথা কৈছো right to strike কৰিব পাৰা কাম নকৰিব পাৰা এইটো কি হয় is labor right under পৰে but not an absolute or fundamental right. Instead, it is a legal right that is subject to various conditions and restrictions as outlined by the laws and judicial interpretation. Judicial interpretation is a very important topic. হয় নাই বুজা জুডিচিয়েল ইন্টাৰপ্ৰিটেশ্যন কি হয় কেনেকে বস্তু এটা মানুহে ইন্টাৰপ্ৰেট কৰে সুপ্ৰিম কোৰ্টৰ হাই কোৰ্টৰ হাউ দ্য judicial system interprets a particular case and what established precedents you need to know that okay protest making public as a was এইবিলাক কোন চাই লবা আৰু article 51 এ কি কয় however resorting to violence during the protest is a violation of the key fundamental duty of the citizen fundamental duty under article 51A the constitution makes it a fundamental duty of every citizen to safeguard public property and abjure violence public property safe for violence but what article 51A into fundamental duties বিলাক legally binding হয় নহয় নাজানো but it is not legally binding এতিয়া flyover Mercury with a baby Colombo এটা baby Colombo বোলা কি হয় এটা মিশন হয় what is it baby Colombo because space or question already সুধিছে the European Space Agency and Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency baby Colombo mission has successfully completed its fourth of 6 gravity assist flybys and Mercury mission baby Colombo by European Space Agency and Japan Aerospace JAXA Exploration Agency Bepi Colombo is an international mission consisting of 2 spacecraft riding together to Mercury to orbit and study the planet from unique vantage points. The flyby was particularly notable as it delivered the first ever image of the Mercury's elusive south. First ever image of the Mercury's elusive south pole. Bepi Colombo. 2 spaceships riding together. Okay. Bepi Colombo. The spacecraft was launched in October 2018 on board an Ariane 5 rocket from a French Guiana. It is scheduled to begin orbiting in 2025. Objective to study Mercury's magnetic field, its composition, the geology of its surface, and an interaction with the solar wind. The mission will also investigate the planet's exosphere and study its geological history. It is a joint mission between the European Space Agency and the Japanese counterpart JAXA. ESS Mercury Planetary Orbiter (MPO) Mercury's planetary orbiter will study the planet's surface and interior, and JAXA's Mercury Magnetic Orbiter will study the planet's magnetic field. Remember, European Union যোনটো Mercury Orbiter হয় এটা কি study কৰিব planet surface and interior, JAXA যোনটো Mercury Magnospheric Orbiter ই কি study কৰিব magnetic field. ESA is responsible for the launch, the interplanetary cruising engine, and the placement of Bepi Colombo into Mercury's orbit. এতিয়া 10 years of Swachh Bharat mission, how has it fared? Let us get back. Okay. The recent how Swachh Bharat mission advanced progress on safety and dignity, health and economy. The recent release of the scientific report in the Nature Journal of the Swachh Bharat mission, impact on the reduction in infant and child mortality, broadly coincided with the 10-year anniversary. Announced by Prime Minister Narendra Modi during his Independence Day speech to the nation from the Red Fort on August 15, 2014. Okay, done 10 years. It was formally launched on October 2 of the same year. August 15, 2014, speech was mentioned October 2, 2014, it was launched. Swachh Bharat mission, what is it? The initiative intends to enhance the health and well-being of millions of Indians by building over 100 million toilets in rural regions, creating a global standard for community-driven sanitation reform. Demand 100 million toilets. In rural areas, SBM, Gramin, Swachh Bharat mission ki Gramin is funded and monitored by the Ministry of Jal Shakti. Earlier case, drinking water sanitation. Jal Shakti. SBM Urban is overseen by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. You remember, rural areas of Swachh Bharat mission Gramin, urban के Swachh Bharat mission Gramin, Swachh Bharat urban, Swachh Bharat mission Gramin कोण आहे? Ministry of Jal Shakti आहे, ठीक आहे? और urban कोण आहे? Ministry of Housing and urban of Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. The government provided subsidies for the construction of toilet construction subsidies provide for it. Then it is a Swachh Bharat mission Gramin phase 2 19 to 25. ठीक आहे? ODF open defecation free, ODF plus কেতিয়া হয়? ODF plus ODF plus কেতিয়া হ'ব? All conditions of ODF plus and toilets with sludge and septage management. ODF plus no one defecating in open and well-maintained community and public toilet. ODF mana open defecation free, not a single person found defecating in the open. Mana bahar thakibo nalage. Aims to maintain ODF status and manage waste by 2025. Focusing on Sampurna Swachhata or complete cleanliness, it includes creating ODF plus villages to improve sanitation standards. Remember, Swachh Bharat mission, Gramin, important, phase 2, 19 to 25. More ki objectives are investment of 1.40 lakh crore. The phase integrates government schemes to enhance sanitation infrastructure. As of September 2024, more than 5.87 lakh villages have achieved the ODF plus status. Over 3.8 lakh value addition. Answer writing out tomorrow बहुत helpful. But this one বস্তু জানিব লাগে কিমান crore investment 1.40. Key main objective of ODF plus villages create for our waste management কেতিয়া লাগে 2025. It is Swachh Bharat urban. The Swachh Bharat mission urban aims to achieve 100% open defecation free status, ensure scientific solid waste management, and drive behavior chance to a Jan Andolan movement. Jan Andolan movement. September 2024, more than 63 lakh thousands and 6.3 lakh public toilets have been constructed. It is other initiative for sanitation. Central Rural Sanitation Program launched in 1986. It was India's initial step towards improving rural sanitation with substantial subsidies. Okay. Out of the total sanitation campaign started in 1999. This marked a shift to a lower subsidy demand-driven approach. Phase 2 ki hoy National Annual Rural Sanitation Survey ketia hoy that's a rural sanitation strategy ki hoy because they'll ask you jenke ami kolo Ministry of Jal Shakti under rural sanitation Gramin or Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. You should know which is the nodal agency of that. A 10-year has considered 10-year rural sanitation strategy 19 by 2029, not 2024. Okay, yeah. PM Modi on Hindi Divas highlighting strength of Hindi Bhasha. Hindi Divas, September 14 every year. Hindi Divas is celebrated on September 14 each year, dedicated to honoring and promoting the Hindi language throughout India. This year's observation marks the 75th anniversary. It is very important. 75th anniversary of Hindi adoption as one of the official languages of India by the Constituent Assembly 1949. কেতিয়া adopt কৰিছিলে Constituent Assembly 1949 Hindi Divas was annually celebrated কেতিয়া 1953 পা honoring and promoting the Hindi language and its role in Indian culture and national identity. Since it is Hindi Divas is celebrated on September 14. Clearly, because it was adopted by Constituent Assembly in 1949. কেতিয়াৰ পৰা celebrate হৈছে since 1953. Significance of Hindi language. Kiki. Official status. Hindi alongside English is one of the India's official languages and is listed among 22 scheduled languages in the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution. Sorry. মই বাৰে বাৰে schedule 8 পঢ়াইছো বহুত বাৰ পঢ়ালো এতিয়ালৈকে হা হিন্দী ইংলিছৰ লগত মানে অফিচিয়েল লেংগুৱেজ ৰিলিজন অফিচিয়েল ৰিলিজন কোনো নাই নেশ্যন ফাদাৰ অফ ইণ্ডিয়া কোনো নাই বাপু ফাদাৰ অফ দ্য নেশ্যন কোনো নাই ইট ৱাজ আ নেম গিভেন বাই সুভাষ চন্দ্ৰ মহাত্মা গান্ধী সাইন অফ ৰেসপেক্ট গ্লোবাল ৰিচ third most spoken language worldwide. Our code Mauritius, Nepal, Guyana, Fiji, Suriname, Trinidad, Tobago, Sobote. If you go to UAE, Saudi Arabia, you'll find people speaking Hindi. Not a problem. No problem. Constitutional significance. The inclusion of Hindi in Article Code 343.1 and Article 351. 343.1 and Article 351 of the Indian Constitution underscores its role in the country's socio-political field. Linguistic right as a unified serving as an official language in 11 states. Kekon stated official language 11. Historical root evolving from the ancient languages like Sanskrit, Prakrit, and Aprabhamsa. Hindi is rooted in the Indo-Aryan branch of the Indo-European family, reflecting a rich linguistic heritage. You must know Hindi background from Pabo Lagibo. Okay. Our script key, Devanagari script. Yeah. Assam Engineering College to anchor new 240 crore aerospace and defense training hub. It is through aerospace or defense training hub. Assam Engineering College is a Dassault system. আমি জানা Rafale jets আমি ফ্ৰান্সৰ পৰা আনিছো ন হয় নে এইকাৰণে কি হয় এটো Dassault systemৰ লগত কি হয় সময় এটা টাই আপ হ'ল যাতে ইয়াতে আহিব এস্টাবলিশ কৰিব তাহাঁতৰ কি ট্ৰেইনিং হাব এটা in a significant boost to Assam's education and industrial landscape the state cabinet has approved a 240 crore joint initiative with Dassault system a technology arm of Paris-based Dassault group okay core-based Paris-based okay the project aims to establish a cutting-edge aerospace and defense automotive electric vehicle training hub in Assam. The training hub will be anchored at Kotobo, Assam Engineering College, with 50 other colleges integrated into a spoke model beneath it. Dassault System India Private Limited will contribute rupees 240 with 200 crore. Dassault Systems India contribute to and state government will give how much allocate 40 crore. Kotobo, Assam Engineering College. A venture with the Tata Group. This venture follows a similar scheme previously implemented with the Tata Group, which was rolled out in Assam Political Institute. Assam Political Car Group scheme enrolled হৈছিলে টাটা গ্ৰুপৰ ইণ্ডিয়া selected the Rafale M তো আমি ইণ্ডিয়া যেটা কি আমাৰ দুটা অপচন আছে বোয়িং আছিল বোয়িং ফৰ আমেৰিকা Dassault system Rafale বনে ফৰ ফ্ৰান্স ইণ্ডিয়া selected the Rafale M over the American made Boeing FA-18 Super Hornet তাৰ ওপৰত এটো আমি চুজ কৰিলো Rafale for our country. The latest standard of the Rafale M are equipped with active electronically scanned array এটা twist of tongue twister হৈ যায় electronically scanned array ASA radar and the RB2 radar developed by Hills কি হৈছে tongue twisting হৈছে electronically ক'ব পৰা electronically tongue twisting কি যে হ'ব হয় না কি আছে active electronically scanned array electronically scanned array ASA radar and the RB2 radar developed by Hills developed কৰিছে How was the radar of the Rafale optimized for maritime operation? You need to remember maritime operation. The Rafale M can carry armaments like the long-range Meteor air-to-air missile, Mika A2A missile air-to-air, Hammer air-to-surface standoff weapon, Scalp long-range standoff missile, AM-39 exocet anti-ship missile and laser-guided bomb. Like you have, Indian Navy boat amar নিজৰ missile জানক লগাবলৈ আৰু লগাইছিল The Rafale M was designed to operate a Catobar-equipped aircraft carrier. Catobar-equipped ওপৰত কৰে মানে French Guiana তাহাঁতৰ আছে Catobar stands for Catapult Assisted Takeoff, Barrier Arrested Recovery. This system uses catapults to launch aircraft from the carrier and arrestor wires during the landing. They can use for the Catapult stands Catapult Assisted Takeoff. In a Dassault aviation, it is what Rafale ki hoy. Height swa ki hoy. Length swa 10 tons. It will Mach kiman top speed can 1.8 Mach at high altitude. Already last time a rocket motor speed one and Mach out another measure group. Loading ground 450 meters, ferry range 37 icon Rafale. बहुत की controversy हुई थी. French Dassault aviation of facts. French aerospace company that shaped the future by designing and building military aircraft, business jets, and space systems. Major French national defense partner, designer and builder of the Rafale multi-role fighter, capable of handling all types of missions for both air forces and naval air arms. Designer of the technological demonstrators and leading partner in the Neuron Combat Drone. What drone? Neuron Combat Drone. It's a new generation fighter program. Designer and builder of special Falcons for maritime surveillance, intelligence, or medical evacuation mission. Core shareholder in Thales system design kone korise chalu. Pioneer digital technologies and developer of CATIA trademark kora ase, the 3D CAD/CAM system that has become a global standard. Yeah. Next, Assam news. Assam Holongpar given sanctuary to see oil drilling and center gives green light. Mane ki তাতে oil drilling কৰিব কৈছে। এবাৰ ডিব্ৰু চৈখোৱাটো কি হয়? ডিব্ৰু চৈখোৱাটো তোমাৰ কি? বাগজান চাগে ইণ্ডিয়ান কৰ্পোৰেচন, ইউনিট ইণ্ডিয়ান কৰ্পোৰেচনৰ অইল আই ফৰগেটিং অইল ড্ৰিলিং মানে ইণ্ডিয়ান অইল। কি ডিব্ৰু চৈখোৱাত কি হ'ল? বহুত বেয়াকে বাগজানত কি জুই লাগি গৈছে। হয় নে? সেইকাৰণে অকমান ইকো সেনসিটিভ জোনছ বিলাকত কি হয় বা এনেকুৱা ওয়াইল্ড লাইফ প্ৰটেকশন জোনছ বিলাকত নেশ্যনেল পাৰ্ক বা ওয়াইল্ড লাইফ সেঞ্চুৰীত কি হয়? জেনেৰেলি ক্লিয়াৰেন্স নিদিয়ে। বাট কি হয়? Clearance delay Assam Holong given sanctuary. The Union Environment Ministry has granted in principle approval for oil drilling in the eco-sensitive zone of the Holongpar gibbon wildlife sanctuary in the Guwahati district. The center has approved the diversion of approximately 4.5 hectares of land within the sanctuary, which is home to the endangered Holong gibbon for oil exploration by the Vedanta group. Given that the project site is within the EHG, eco-sensitive zone, an area used by wild elephants to travel between the sanctuary and the Desoy Valley Reserve Forest, Desoy Valley Reserve Forest ক'ত আছে? Johat. The principal chief conservator of forest. Read about the principal chief warden of the state and principal chief conservator of forest. These are important. Right? That role key, responsibility key, jurisdiction key, authority কাৰ হয়? Read about that. কি ক'লো? Chief wildlife warden আৰু principal chief conservator of forest had highlighted the importance of conservation and management. Then Hulok gibbonৰ কথা আহিছে চাওঁ। Hulok gibbon, known as the smallest and fastest of all. কি হয়? Smallest and fastest. Inhabit tropical and subtropical forests in Southeast Asia. They have high intelligence, distinct personalities, and strong family bonds similar to other apes. They represent one of the 20 gibbons found worldwide. Eta gibbon species are 20. Hulok gibbons are the India's only ape species. Only ape species ki hai? Hulok gibbon. And last year in the prelims, APSC questions have been asked on this. Okay? Eta gibbon species দুটা পোৱা যায় India. Western Hulok gibbon আৰু Eastern Hulok gibbon. ঠিক আছে? Western বিষয়ে জানিলো। It inhabits in all states of the northeast, আমাৰ এইটো পায় মানে Western Hulok gibbon, restricted between the south of Brahmaputra River and the east of Dibang River. Outside India, it is found in eastern Bangladesh and northwest Myanmar. Outside India, Western Hulok gibbon ক'ত পায়? বাংলাদেশত পায় আৰু নৰ্থৱেষ্ট মিয়ানমাৰত পায়। ঠিক আছে? আৰু এটা ইণ্টাৰনেশ্যনেল ইউনিয়ন IUCN ষ্টেটাছ ৰেড লিষ্টত কি কৰিছে? এন্ডেঞ্জাৰ্ড ষ্টেটাছ। আৰু ইষ্টাৰ্ণ Hulok gibbon ক'ত পায়? It inhabits specific pockets of Arunachal Pradesh and Assam in India. আমাৰ ইয়াতো পায়, ইষ্টাৰ্ণো পায়, ৱেষ্টাৰ্ণো পায়, and in southern China and northeast Myanmar. Northwest Myanmar ki Western Hulok gibbon, northeast ki Eastern Hulok gibbon. IUCN is vulnerable. Gibbon Western Hulok ki asle endangered, but tumar Eastern Hulok ki vulnerable. Aru in India both the species Western Hulok gibbon and Eastern Hulok gibbon are listed on Schedule 1 of the Indian Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. Okay, yeah. We talked about eco-sensitive zone. What is it? Let us understand. Because Kaziranga ase, Manasato ase, Orangutu ase. As per the National Wildlife Action Plan 2002-2016, issued by the Union Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, land within 10 km of the boundaries of the national parks and wildlife sanctuaries to be notified as eco-fragile zones or eco-sensitive zone. Eco-fragile zone বা eco-sensitive zone are same. কি কৈছে? Within 10 km of the boundaries are eco-fragile zone বা eco-sensitive zone declared কৰিব। While the 10 km rule is implemented as a general principle, the extent of the application can vary. General principle under 10 km rule to implement kora যায়। Areas beyond 10 km can also be notified by the Union government as EHGs, eco-sensitive zones, if they hold larger ecological importance sensitive world. মানে 10 km beyond government কি বিচাৰে যদি eco-sensitive zone কৰিব পাৰে। কেতিয়া? যদি government feel কৰে যে this is important for the conservation or protection of wildlife, flora and fauna. Then এতিয়া permit eco-sensitive zone কি কৰিব পাৰা? Prohibited. কি কৰিব নোৱাৰা? Commercial mining কৰিব নোৱাৰা, sawmills চলাব নোৱাৰা, commercial use of wood কৰিব নোৱাৰা, কাটিব নোৱাৰা, apart from regulatory activities like felling of permit কি কৰিব পাৰা? Ongoing agricultural or horticulture practices, rainwater harvesting, organic farming এইবিলাক কৰিব পাৰা। Okay, এটা চাই লোৱা Hulok gibbonৰ কথা কি? The Hulok gibbon sanctuary renamed on 25 May 2004, commonly known as Gibbon Wildlife Sanctuary of Holongpar Reserve, is an isolated protected area of evergreen forest. কি forest হয়? Hulok gibbon. এইটো Holongpar gibbon কি হয়? তোমাৰ evergreen forest হয়। ঠিক আছে officially established কেতিয়া হৈছে 1997 ত হৈছে on 30th July 1997 the sanctuary was constituted under the civil district তাৰ under হৈছিলে কি পায় the right diversity এইবিলাক চোৱা কি পায় canopy এইটো চোৱা the sanctuary has the rich diversity home to primate of the it is well as the only nocturnal primate found in Hulok হয় না Hulok the western Hulok as well as the only nocturnal primate found in northern state the Bengal slow forest এইবিলাক চাই ল'বা already মই দি দিছো হয় না আৰু কি পায় shrub sam amari sopas value uda hingori এইবিলাক কি হয় street others even species হয় কোনা হয় আছে next so let us come to the expected questions okay I hope you enjoyed my session the expected question কিছুমান চাই আছে এটা চোৱা consider following 2010 ৰ repeated question আহিছে হা এতিয়া তোমালোকক কিছুমান পেয়াৰ দিয়া আছে নে ভিতৰকণিকা saltwater crocodile desert national park great indian bustard irrigation of kerala মানে কি ভিতৰকণিকা ক'ত আছে ওড়িশাত আছে desert national park ক'ত আছে ৰাজস্থান এইবিলাক জানিবা কুৱেশ্যনৰ পৰা কেনেকৈ আমি বহুত বস্তু জানিব পাৰোঁ আৰবি কুলাম ক'ত আছে কেৰালাত আছে কাৰেক্টলি মেচ হয় নে নহয় অপশ্যন দিয়া আছে টেক 10 seconds and then I'll see the answer okay the answer is B মানে কি 1 and 2 only correctly match কি correctly match আছে চোৱা ভিতৰকণিকা is well known for saltwater crocodile মানে ভিতৰকণিকা ওড়িশা saltwater crocodile দিয়া আছে correct হয় this is correct as ভিতৰকণিকা is known for its mangroves and population of saltwater crocodile option 2 desert national park is renowned for great indian bustard চোৱা desert national park কি হয় তোমাৰ great indian bustard কাৰণে renowned হয় this is also true since desert national park is one of the largest refuges of great indian bustard you need to মানে ভাবা অকমান great indian bustard এর বিষয়ে question আহে হা a bird species that is critically endangered মানে ভিতৰকণিকাত কি হয় saltwater crocodile পোৱা গ'ল desert national park ৰাজস্থানত great indian bustard পাই গ'ল কিন্তু এৰনিভেল কৰলা হুলক গিভেন নাই Arabiculum is found famous for Holocaust. No, this is because Andaman considered for Nilgiri Tahar. Yeah, Iraviculum Kerala যোনটো আছে কিহৰ কাৰণে known হয় নীলগিৰি তাহাৰৰ কাৰণে টাইপ অফ মাউন্টেইন গোট দা হুলক বিনৰ কাৰণে নৰ্থ ষ্টেটছ অফ ইণ্ডিয়া হয় নাই অকমান ক্লিয়াৰ হৈ গ'ল চাগে না এটা কি পালো নীলগিৰি তাহাৰৰ কাৰণে ইভাৰিকুলাম কেৰালা আৰু হুলক বিন যদি থাকে নৰ্থ ইষ্টাৰ্ণ ইণ্ডিয়া আমাৰ ইয়াতে এতিয়া নেক্সট with reference to the Ayushman Bharat digital mission consider the following statement private and public hospitals must adopt it as it aims to achieve universal health coverage every citizen of India should be a part of it ultimately it is seamless portability across the country কোনগিটা correct হয় হা there are options wait for 10 seconds okay let us move so 3 only answer B হয় 3 only all কোনটো correct হয় seamless portability across the country মই এতিয়াও কৈছো seamless connect portability আছে চাও কেলে প্ৰথমকিটা wrong হৈ গ'ল participation of the healthcare facility or an institution in Ayushman Bharat digital mission is voluntary and shall be taken by the respective management so voluntary বুলি কৈছে private and public hospital must adopt it voluntary হয় কৰিব পাৰে নকৰিব পাৰে aims to achieve universal health coverage every citizen must be part of it বুলি কৈছে its vision is to create a national digital health ecosystem that supports universal health coverage in an efficient accessible inclusive, affordable, timely, and safe manner that provides a wide range of data, information, and infrastructure services, duly leveraging open, interoperable, standard-based digital system and ensures the security, confidentiality, and private of health-related personal information. But it is not mandatory for all citizens to get an Ayushman Bharat health account, ABHA account, Ayushman Bharat health account, ABHA account. Whoever wishes to participate in the Ayushman Bharat digital mission and wishes to have their records available digitally may create a ABHA number. মানে ABHA number কি হয় আমাৰ choice mandatory নহয় will be a part of it ultimately নহয় নিজৰ মন এইকাৰণে থ্ৰু আভা কি কৰে ডিজিটেল হেল্থ ৰেকৰ্ড এটা ক্ৰিয়েট কৰোঁ so that বেলেগে এক্সেছ কৰিব পাৰে বাট ডেটা এক্সেছ কৰাটো জানাই চবে নম্বৰ পাই গৈছে উচাল মোচাই ভূকম্প মোচাই দিছে চবে স্পেম কল কৰি নেক্সট with reference to the India's renewable based power generation consider the following statement India is the world's fifth largest producer of renewable energy more than 40% of the installed electricity capacity comes from non-fossil fuel sources solar and wind energy forms more than 30% of the total installed capacity so which of the following statements are correct to this এক নম্বৰটো দুই নম্বৰটো গোটেইকেইটা এক নম্বৰ দুই নম্বৰ নহয় কোনকেইটা wait for 10 seconds okay answer B only two question মানে more than 40% of the installed electricity capacity comes from non-fossil fuel so let us see wrong কি হৈ গ'ল statement 1 is incorrect India is the third largest producer India কি হয় fifth largest producer solar renewable energy কৈছে ন third largest producer data কিন্তু দে এইটো data মোৰ data outdated হ'ব পাৰে July 2023 লৈকে 2 and 3 are correct as of মানে statement 2 and 3 are correct oh only 2 এইটো আৰু এইটো more than 40% কাৰেক্ট হ'ব আৰু solar and wind energy ঠিক আছে so as of July 2023, India's non-fossil fuel capacity, including large hydro and nuclear, has crossed 40%, reaching approximately 43% of the total installed electricity capacity. Solar and wind power are the leading renewable energy sources in India. Solar and wind power, collectively contributing over 30% of the total installed capacity. As of July 2023, solar power accounts for roughly 70.1 gigawatt and wind power of 43.7 gigawatt, exceeding 30% combined. So 2 and 3 are correct. 1 is incorrect because we are third. Next. What is the difference between vote on account and interim budget? Okay. The provision of a vote on account is used by regular government, while an interim budget is a provision used by a caretaker government. A vote on account only deals with the expenditure and government budget, while an interim budget includes both expenditure and receipts. So which are correct? Vote on account and interim budget, which are correct? Let us see. 10 seconds, Lulva. Okay, let us move. Answer B. So say 2 only. Duta correct. Okay, all 2 only correct. Killing. A vote on account only deals with the expenditure side of the government budget, while an interim budget is a complete set of accounts, including both expenditure and receipts, akin to full budget. For instance, P. Chidambaram already 17. For a moral standpoint, government ought to avoid introducing radical change in interim budget. মানে প্রথমটো 2 only কেনে কৰে? The provision of is used by regular government, interim budget no. Interim budget কি হয়? Regular government use কৰিব পাৰে. While full budget modi under 5 years. এইটো interim budget তোমাৰ হিটো ল'ব পাৰে। বেলেগ বেলেগ ল'ব পাৰে। Yeah, vote on account deals with government. So let us come to the last question. Which of the following is correctly matched? Caphites, giant clouds of dust and gas in space. Nebulae, stars with brighten and dim periodically. Pulsars, neutron stars that are formed when massive stars run out and fuel and collapse. How many of these are correctly matched? We are talking about something like black hole was in news. So it was only one, only two, all three. No. 10 seconds. Okay, mane only one. Only one is correctly matched. So কোনটো match হয় না? Part 1 is incorrect, part 2 is incorrect, part 3 is correct. Part 3 is correct. মানে pulsars কি হয়? Neutron stars that are formed when massive stars run out of fuel and fall. ফলে এইটো correct হয়, বাকি কিটা ভুল হয়। কেলে? Caphites, also called caphite variables, are stars which brighten and dim periodically. This behavior allows them to be used as cosmic yardstick out of distances of a few tens of millions of light years. The brighter the sapphire, the longer is the period. Brighter the sapphire, longer is the period. In fact, sapphires are very special variable stars because their period, the time they take to brighten, dim, and brighten again is regular. That is, does not change with time, and an uniform function of the brightness. That is the relation between the period and brightness, such that once the period is known, the brightness can be inferred. মানে কি কৈছে giant clouds of dust and cloud and gas নহয় কি হয় they are period মানে কি তাহাঁতৰ brighten and dim periodically হয় brighten and dim periodically এইটো ইয়াৰ লগত হ'ব লাগে qualified এইটো হয় নাই next a nebula is a giant cloud of dust and gas এইটো কি হয় এইটো ইয়াত হ'ব লাগে এইটো ইয়াত nebula কি হয় the giant cloud of dust and gas. Some nebulae, more than one nebula, comes from the gas and dust thrown out by the explosion of a dying star, such as supernova. Other nebular regions where new stars are beginning to form. For this reason, some nebulae are called stars. But stars is called star nebula ko hua hoy. Pulsars are neutron stars. Pulsars are rotating neutron stars observed to have pulse of radiations at very regular intervals that typically range from milliseconds to seconds. A pulsar is a crash core of massive star that ran out of fuel, collapsed under its own weight, and exploded as a supernova. Into বস্তু কৈছে সেইটোৱে হয় so thank you guys. I hope তোমালোকে এই সেশনটো এনজয় কৰিলা thank you ইমান দেৰি মোৰ লগত থাকিলা hope কৰিলা and sorry মাজতে কি হয় ইমান ডিঙিটো খিচখিচ হৈ গৈছিলে বাট ঠাণ্ডা পানী খাইছো বহুত গৰম উঠি গৈছে ঠিক আছে তো আমাৰ এটা APSC UPSC ফাউণ্ডেশ্যন আছে আমাৰ বহুত ভাল কোৱালিটি এডুকেটৰ্ছ আছে I am one of them. I'll be taking the GS part. Okay, GS part. So তোমালোকে যদি বিচাৰা কি proper guidance লাগে কম পোৱা নাই ক'ৰ পৰা পঢ়া ক'ৰ পৰা নপঢ়া then obviously Careerflite IAS Academy join কৰিব পৰা will be there to help you out. আমাৰ দুটা চেণ্টাৰ আছে okay এটা আছে চান্দমাৰীত এটা আছে আদাবাৰীত নাম্বাৰছ দিয়া আছে দুটা নাম্বাৰছত ফোন কৰি ল'বা অনলাইনো ক্লাছেছ হয় অফলাইনো ক্লাছেছ ঠিক আছে আৰু বৰ্তমান চলি আছে তো তোমালোকে কি কৰিবা ফোন কৰি ল'বা ফোন কৰি কিনে এভৰিথিং তোমালোকে ডিটেইলছ লৈ ল'বা কি আছে কি নাই আৰু কিবা যদি ভুল হৈ গৈছে ক্ষমা কৰিবা okay আৰু ভালকে চাবা প্লিজ লাইক কৰা শ্বেয়াৰ কৰা সাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰা ভালকে ভিউ কৰিবা ফুল ভিউ যাতে কি মই নিজে গম পাওঁ ষ্টুডেণ্টবিলাকে চাইছে ভাল লাগিছে আৰু কিবা যদি সাজেশন আছে প্লিজ পিন কৰিবা আৰু ভালকে পঢ়া পৰীক্ষা যদি প্ৰেক্টিছ কৰা ইচ এণ্ড এভৰিথিং তোমালোকে পঢ়ি লোৱা হা ৰিভাইজ প্ৰেক্টিছ নিজৰ ভেলু এডিশ্যন কৰি দিবা ইচ এণ্ড এভৰিথিং so that you become a better version of yourself tomorrow. You be a better version of yourself tomorrow. From আজি যদি মই এনেকুৱা কালি মই অকমান better ঠিক আছে Okay, bye bye, enjoy.